folks, how y'all doing today? I'm Stately, this is City Skylines, and welcome to already the fourth episode of the story of the fair town of good intentions. Well, last time we put together our logging area here, and we built some new residential areas along the coast here. We expanded our commercial section a little bit, and I'm getting ready to get rid of this, but we still need to fulfill some more industrial demand before we can do that. But before we get started today, let's just take a moment to take stock. Let's see where we are here. And the easiest way to do that is just to look at the statistics panel. We're going to need more power soon. That's good to know. We're good on water and sewage. Garbage. Our only landfill is 81% full, using all 15 garbage trucks, and by the look of it, struggling to keep up. So, going to have to pay a little bit of attention to the garbage today. Education. Yeah, our people aren't especially well educated. Not something I can do a whole lot about. We have schools, more than we need. We have 2 elementary schools for 292 students, and we have a high school, and both of them are pretty much at 50% capacity, so there's nothing really needs doing there right this second. Everybody seems happy except for this guy. I don't know why that guy's unhappy. Is the location just not very good? Is that the problem? Too much traffic, maybe? I don't see anything wrong with that, so you know what? I'm going to assume they're malcontents. Traffic. Let's get this running, and we'll take a look at traffic here. We fixed this intersection yesterday, put in some stoplights. This area here, let's take a look. Let's see if there's anything we can do to fix this up. What do we got going on here? Okay, popped in some stoplights. I don't know to what degree that's going to help, but let's see. And this is about right. You have to yield to get off the parking lot, and otherwise you can just go straight through. It might be slowed down by pedestrians crossing here. I don't think this is a big issue yet, so we're good. Pollution, well, we know what the pollution's going to look like, don't we? Here, let me turn this off. The pollution is exactly what we expect the pollution to look like. Our industrial areas are polluted. Our power supply is polluted. Everything else is pretty much fine. Noise, these guys are a little unhappy because they're on street corners. No big deal. I'm not going to worry about that. Fire safety, don't need to worry about it just now. Crime. We got some crime up in our forestry area, but not... Man, we have 19 detained criminals with a capacity of 20, so maybe we do need to start thinking about a second police station today. We have no public transport yet. That will probably change soon. So yeah, that's where we are. We need more power. We might need a new jail. And we need more garbage facilities. Let's start with the garbage facilities because they're straightforward. I haven't unlocked the incinerator yet, and it looks like it's going to be a while, so we will go ahead and pop down a second one of these, and next to it, a recycling center. And hopefully that'll keep everything under control for a good long time. As you can see down here, we've started making money now. The money is flowing in pretty well. I am playing this as a game. It's not just me plopping down pretty looking buildings. I'm zoning, I'm letting nature take its course, so to speak. Oh, here's an issue. Recycling center requires water. Well, I mean, we could put a tower down, but it's a polluted area. So we're not going to bother with that. However, it also requires electricity. And We're already a little short on power, so let's go ahead and that's an expensive. Excuse me. That's an expensive plant right there. I'm not ready to splurge on that just yet. What do we got here? Geothermal power plant, 65,000. It's all too expensive right now, so we're just going to go with another coal plant. And ta-da! Run some power over to the recycling station, and there we go. All right, our biggest issues have been resolved for now. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the day-night cycle and the weather, because I do like the day-night cycle. It's just not great for actually building. Okay, our new residential areas look nice. They filled in as much as they're going to fill in for now. And this little area here with the tiny houses, I like it. The foundations are a bit iffy. That's just kind of the way the game works, so I'm not going to make a big deal out of that. So we're good. Everything's okay. We got more garbage trucks running right now. We might still need a third garbage dump when the second one inevitably fills up. Our forestry area is doing nicely. It's turning a profit. We've got 811 a week, and I think this is weekly too, so it's actually contributing significantly to our margins here. That's excellent. So we need more residential. We always need more residential. We never don't need more residential. Fortunately, we have a simple solution here. Not that road. We're going to start using the tree-lined roads, because we can now, and they're nice. And do we want to run a road through the middle? Yes, let's go ahead and do that. Like so. Zone this up, and we'll have a nice new stretch of residential here. It's getting kind of grid-like. I generally don't like too much grid. Grids as a part of a city, it's fine. So, you know, it's fine. We're good. It's no big deal. Checked in on our cemetery lately. Plenty of capacity. We are probably due a death wave soon. That's just kind of the way the game works. Traffic. Traffic. Always with the traffic. This doesn't seem too bad, though. We're going to need a secondary artery, though, because basically all of the traffic coming into town is coming down this road, and it's causing traffic jams already, and it's only going to get worse. So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Let's go ahead and put in a little more commerce here, and we've been using 2-lane roads. I think I should probably stick with the 2-lane roads for the time being, because, you know, these roads end up taking a fair amount of traffic. Right about, well, I'll tell you what, if we pull it out to here, we can run a small single-lane road over to our residential area, and that would help alleviate some of the traffic out there. Just a regular one should do just fine like that. And then on the other side, we'll run it up here on a very slight curve. We'll go back to the 2 lanes. Why are you being like this? Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's what I'm trying to do right there. So yeah, As you can see, I'm kind of just slowly doing away with this area. I'm going to unzone a few of these tiles too. And I feel like maybe we need a connector, do we? Maybe not. Maybe we don't need a connector right this second. This is a good amount of space. What we can do... Well, okay, let's have a connector. And we'll do a little parking road. That's going to be this guy. And right about the middle, I guess. Yeah, we'll run it from here. Straight line. Like that. Do a little dezoning here. And we'll have to do that manually. We don't want to lose that other building too. Just like that. So this for commerce. There's some other spots here that we've not quite filled in yet, and in many cases that's for reasons. But this stuff here, that's kind of a no-brainer. We're just going to go ahead and pop all of these in. Now we need to put our parking bays in place. Let's go ahead and do that. This is a long one, so I'm hoping I can use one of the... Yes, I can. Good. And we can just copy and paste here, which is nice. Hello? Come on, play nice. There we go. I love that sound of buildings gaining value. It's always a good sound. These things are kind of hard to align. Okay, like that. That's parking. We have a couple of empty bays here. We'll go ahead and put in one of these. I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. Oh, this is infuriating. The selection thing is a little irritating. It can be really hard to pick up the parking lots. And here's another thing that kind of bugs me. Getting those stripes lined up is kind of a pain in the ass. It has been pointed out that I spend perhaps too much time on parking lots, so I'll try to tone it down. He said, while making a parking lot. Not that one! This one. Okay. All right. Excellent. Good. Parking lots. Yay. Next step. More commerce. I still can't do high density anything just yet. I'm leaving some spots open here for future expansion, and honestly I should leave this clear too, because this road is inevitably going to end up getting pulled through. Just the way things work. But we'll go ahead and fill all of this in. And I suppose here as well. Not too close to the residential areas, but the park doesn't mind. As a matter of fact, it'll help with the value of the commerce. Okay, so we are working on fulfilling some demands here. That's good. How about this? Let's just let that fill in. That should be fine. All right, everything's filling out. Let's take a look at our unique buildings, see what we've unlocked. We have 64,000 department store. These things are really expensive, and the only reason I can build them, I guess, is because at some point in the past, I unlocked them. I guess they stay unlocked. But I think I'd like to build us a city hall, right? Every city should have a city hall. And it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit where I wanted it to go. I wanted it to go here. Okay, so this is a job for Move It. This is a job for Move It, he said. This is a job for, there we go, Move It. And we just kind of want it in the middle here. So that should do fine. And it's weird that the zoning overlaps it, but I don't think that's going to be an issue. I'm going to go ahead and dezone these. And I guess still a lot of demand for everything. I guess we'll go ahead and allow a little bit of commerce on this corner here. So it's not directly opposite the park, but and it's also kind of not in the right style, is it? It's not really an American-looking building. It's kind of, and the European flags kind of reaffirm that, but that's okay. Nothing to worry about. Water supply. We're still generating enough water, so no issues there, but we do need to supply these new commerce areas here with some water. And this guy has a tourist value. We might, who knows, get our very first tourists in as a result of this. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. You know what I'm seeing here is crazy amounts of cars parked along the road in the residential areas. And that's in part because I'm allowing parking in the residential areas, which is normal. And in part because there are no parking garages or anything. I'm still a little worried about the high school, but again, if you look at this, people are coming from all over the place. And most of them just don't seem to have problems walking. And if they're happy to walk there, it's fine by me. This one, again, most of the people are walking. They're students, they don't drive. That makes sense, but yeah, everything's fine. It's a good quality school, not too overfilled. And residential, the plebs demand more residential space. These guys are still having problems with trash. And this one is only using 2 trucks. This one's using all of them. I'm a little unclear on why. Hopefully we'll have the incinerator unlocked before things get too out of control with the trash, because I don't want to have, 20, 30 garbage dumps all over town if I can avoid it. It's time for a new residential area, I guess. And okay, it's time for this to go. We're going to go ahead and tear down this industrial area. The punters will be displeased, obviously, but we'll make up for it. We'll put some industrial elsewhere to compensate. And that's our post office. That can stay. Okay, now there's suddenly a lot of people out of jobs and a lot of parked cars there wondering where the hell they're supposed to be going. But, you know, whatever. That's their problem. This industrial area does seem to be thriving, and we do have a little bit of room to expand, but I don't want to go too much farther beyond this. So we'll just fill in these areas, and we'll leave it at that for now. They have water. They have water. And this will allow us to expand our commerce a little bit and probably have some residential up here. Okay, how are things going here? Not operating because not enough raw materials. This thing is 92% full though, so let's start emptying it out, I guess. I'm a little unclear on how you're supposed to balance these things, but I guess we'll learn it together. And what else have I unlocked? Housing for the forestry workers. That's not an issue yet, so I'm not going to worry about it. A biomass pellet plant, which requires raw forest products to produce paper. And the sawmill, I have a sawmill. And back here we have sawdust storage and a log yard. Now I already have a log yard. If I want to do sawdust for paper as well, I'm going to have to build another yard. I don't think I have enough space, honestly, so let's keep this modest and let's keep it kind of single purpose. For now, anyway. Now, the sapling fields, blah, blah, blah. Wonder what the difference here is. 6,400 units a week, 4,800. I don't know. But let's mix some saplings in with what we already have, and kind of take it from there. Come on, there you go. We'll see how it goes. Not sure I like the way these things look, to be honest. They're like kind of greenhouses, I guess. Oh, here, there's appearances we can set. We can turn off the greenhouses. That's good, because, yeah, not a fan. And as far as I can tell, these produce the same thing as the regular fields. I need to tap out for just a second and look at something here. Let's double check. Yeah, we're good. Everything's fine. Sorry about that. We're back. Nothing to worry about. Okay, we'll check in again on that later. Residential, let's just keep going up this road. That's kind of what it's for. It is not a wide road. It's not going to be able to deal with huge amounts of traffic, so at some point this might become problematic. But for now I think we're okay. Do I really care if we have residential like along this road? This is not, I think, going to be a through road. On the other hand, what is this, I guess, is going to be like my main artery. Okay, we'll hold off on... Oh, froze up there for a second. That's odd. We'll hold up on filling up along the road here. Instead of that, we'll run some nice roads out here. Right about there, and perhaps not here. There's not really enough room. And I still haven't unlocked high density anything. So we'll just have to wait on that. And there we go. A few more places to live. Just still wondering if I should fill these in, but we'll leave it as it is for now. And let's see, let's go ahead and connect this road. This is our standard 2-lane here. We'll run it up and around, I suppose, like this. Let's stay a little farther away from the forestry area there. And here. So that gives us kind of a workspace. And we can do something a little similar to this with concentric rings, maybe. Need to leave this area empty until the pollution starts sorting itself out. So let's start over here. We're still using pretty roads here. I'm probably going to continue to use pretty roads indefinitely because why the hell wouldn't I, right? Not quite. This one's fine. That's more like it. Okay, that's pretty good. Should we update a few roads too? Kind of be consistent about this. This is a standard 2-lane, so we can go ahead and turn these standard 2 lanes into nice green lanes. Now, my only concern is there might not be parking available on these roads. I don't know. I guess we'll find out, huh? Okay, let's have a couple of cross connections, and yeah, you know what? Gravel. Let's use a little bit of gravel here. This will be a little more rural, maybe. See how it ends up looking, obviously, but something like that. And then maybe here as well, but for now, we're still working on this residential demand. And as is tradition, I'm going to leave a couple spaces open for future roads. We'll put a little bit of commercial here and there just to serve local demand. I don't think commercial on the gravel roads is a good idea, though, so let's not do that. But here, for example, this little intersection, sometimes you see this in residential neighborhoods. You'll have just everything's residential, and then there will be a little intersection with a couple of gas stations and shops in the middle of it. So that's just fine. They're going to want water. They're so needy. First they want water, and then they want electricity, and then they want education, and then they don't want trash all over the place. It's just so whiny. No, I'm kidding. You guys are cool. I love y'all. Y'all my citizens. Gray way. That's so gray. Yeah, it's filling up nicely. So that's good. That gets the residential demand down just a little bit. Kind of forgot to water these guys. Oops. Sorry, folks. Nothing personal. I hope you still love me. And then up here, I guess we're kind of obligated to go ahead and connect all of this together, right? So standard 2-lane road from here to, I'll tell you what, let's run this road farther up along the coast, and then we'll have the other road connect to it. That seems like a better, more elegant solution. I don't know exactly what we're doing up on the coast here, but here we are. Now, entertain us. And then we'll take a standard 2-lane straight line from here to... Can we get this in a straight line, please? Oh, right, straight line. Maybe I should select the right tool if I want it to be a straight line. Like the genius I am. And I guess we're connecting these together too. I mean, it's there. I'd be kind of silly not to, right? Okay, this right here. Let's turn on snapping. Now you're supposed to be able to get these things to snap together just like that. That's beautiful. That was just so easy. Almost too easy. Okay, so these little dirt roads, they have a purpose. Not that. Come on, dude. Come on. Don't be like that. I do want to have houses along these gravel roads. Like that, and here, and here, and here. And I think we need some kind of recreation up here. Let's see what we can do park-wise. What are these people going to like? Do they want a plaza? Do they want another park? Oh, a basketball court. A track and field stadium. A tennis club. That's what I'm talking about. These yuppies want a tennis club, don't they? It's too close to the water, but it'll look nice right off the coast here. So that's where the tennis club will go. I'm a little unclear what's going on with the ground level here. But that's nice. Okay. Alright, things are coming along. We still have high demand for literally everything. Let's take a look at our traffic nightmare here. Is it getting worse? It's kind of getting worse, isn't it? This seems to be moving along fine. It's just getting into town, and the fact is there's like not many options for getting into town. So it's not entirely unexpected, but it is a little irritating. And as you can see, our pollution here is starting to decrease already. Industry seems to be working fine. Let's take a quick look at our numbers here. I'm particularly interested in crime. No real issues. What's going on here? Not enough buyers, so I'm producing more product than... Oh, come on! How... Guys, hey, guys, listen. You don't have enough buyers, and you don't have enough raw material. You all need to work this out. You all need to get your act together and start sorting this out. Let's see how we're doing, though. We're making profit. We're not importing. That's, whatever. And it seems like we're not outporting any plain timber. I'm not sure if it's getting used or what exactly. Increases storage capacity, increase upkeep cost. Yeah, well, okay, let's give it a try. I mean, I don't know exactly what the issue here is, but it seems to have gone away. So maybe it was just one of those transient things that Skylines occasionally does to mess with people. It's all good. Okay. Still just huge demand for residential. I can barely keep up here. Everything seems to be okay. This is clearly turning into our downtown here. This is where the land values are the highest. This is a very expensive high school because this is some of the most valuable land in the city. It's probably because it's between the cemetery and the park here, and this probably helps too. So yeah, we're increasing land value. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and... How long is it going to be before I can build high density commercial and residential? Let's start asking ourselves that. Poop. 5,000 gives me... Yeah, 5,000 gives me the high density stuff, and I'm very close to that. So that's good. Let's try to get there before today's stream is over. We have... What have we got? Another 25 minutes or so. I think we can get there within 25 minutes. What do you guys think? Okay, so let's go out to maybe here. Straight line, please. Just going to straight line this. And always with the snapping not quite working the way I want it to. That's not what I was trying to do. I wanted a curve there. But maybe we don't need a curve. Maybe we'll line these up together. That seems to make more sense. But we're going to have parking spots on this road. Because, yeah, these people want to be able to park. There needs to be a curve about like that. Why are they always so unhappy that they're just NIMBYs is what the problem is? Like that. Looks good. Water. Gonna need water. Looks like our sewage capacity is a little marginal right this second. So let's go ahead and add a bit of sewage disposal down here. I love these green sewage outputs. They pollute, but they pollute so much less. And where's my water pump? Oh, it's up here. Okay, let's go ahead and add another water pump too, because the actual water availability is getting low. Okay, water and sewage, not a problem now. Back to zoning. We have a little park here, and we're doing okay on recreation, I think. Are we? You know, we're kind of not. This whole area here doesn't seem to be getting a whole lot of joy out of that park. So let's park up a little bit. Let's see what we can add here. These are, oh, you know what? Maybe a city park. Should we do a city park? I think we should do a city park. We still need something small here, though. So let's just do, I don't know. A small playground. That should be fine. And where do they need it most? It looks like this is the best place to put a park right now. I was obviously looking up here, but down there seems to need it more. So that's where our park budget will go for now. We want maybe a couple of paths here. Connect this park up to stuff. That would be nice. We can go from here to here. And we can go from here to here. And that just makes the park a little easier to get to. That's nice, right? And then we have our new residential area to fill in. And we'll go ahead and do that. Maybe not quite so enthusiastically. That seems better. And all the way up here is fine too. Here and here. I'm still leaving this empty because I'm not 100% sure what I want to do with it. Okay, and now let's take a look here. We put in a fair amount of commercial, but I think we can and should put in some more. I was hoping, frankly, that this would alleviate traffic a little bit, get some of the traffic off the main road here and onto this road back here, but I don't know, it doesn't seem to be. A little more commercial infill here. We'll put this and this, and should we fill this in with a couple of small ones? Like that. Here, we'll just fill this entire one in here. We don't need everything to be spaced. Here and here. It's strange that I can zone over this. I'm not sure what would happen if I tried to, and it might be because I used Move It to shuffle things around. I haven't really done anything in the way of decorating yet. I do intend to, but honestly, it already looks kind of nice. Again, I'm not going with a completely sculpted city here. It should be pretty obvious that what I'm doing is letting the city more or less evolve on its own terms. And that means you don't have quite the same amount of control. You know, if I wanted to decorate a building, I could designate it a landmark and put a little sign in front of it and things like that, make it nice. But I don't have to, and I don't really want to. This parking garage here, I mean, this parking lot doesn't seem to get a whole lot of use, but all of the other ones seem to be pretty much permanently full. Okay, so what we can do to help with the traffic through downtown, I think, is run a connector from here over to here. And that'll at least let traffic that's coming from, say, here to go to work avoid the main downtown strip here. So that's going to be an important traffic vein. We'll use a dual lane, and we'll go like that. Yes, I know, you're all very unhappy that there's a road there now. I don't know why that would make you unhappy, but so be it. I'm not sure what the deal is with this. That might have just gotten punked when I put the road down, maybe. Okay, is that power line going to be a problem? It does not appear that that power line is going to be a problem. It was apparently just powering a parking spot. I don't think parking spots need power. I'm reasonably sure they don't. Okay, good. That's good. Let's take a look at these intersections for a second. We need to pull up the traffic view, and then we can click on a section of road and get an idea of where everybody's coming from and where everybody's going to. And basically learn nothing because it's everywhere. Everybody's going everywhere. So that doesn't teach us much. But again, hopefully this will alleviate traffic a little bit. I think maybe we should have a stoplight here, but let's see how it goes. All right, this isn't really helping our intersection, is it? What shall we do? What shall we do? I could make a one-way loop. We could make this one way and this one way and then force people to loop around. That would lighten a lot of traffic up here. Everything beyond here seems pretty much okay. Another option might be to... Well, we already have decent connections around here. All of this is connected together already. I don't think we need to do anything there. What do? A roundabout? Perhaps? More of an off-rampy kind of turn? Here. what we can do. Okay, I think I have an idea. We're going to make this right turn only is what we're going to do. And then people can loop around if they need to, or avoid this if they need to turn left. Does that make sense? Well, let's give it a try. Here, that's this one. Right turn only. I don't think that's right. No. No, it's left turn only now. Oh, well done. Well done indeed, Stately. Yeah, this is how this is supposed to work, right? And then here, that goes there. That goes here. And we'll have no left turns on this side. And then we should be able to get rid of the stoplights and use yield signs instead, like that. And that's going to move traffic here mostly, because traffic coming from here won't take this road to turn left anymore. It'll go down here to turn left instead, so I anticipate that the next challenge will be traffic right here. But it is what it is. Okay, we still have basically a lot of demand for everything. I don't want to go too much farther up with the industrial area here, but I think we can get away with one more little set of roads. So let's do it. Say here to here to here. It looks like we're in pretty good shape water-wise. That should do us. You and all of you and you here. I'm kind of doing this to just put in a little bit of variety. And hopefully that'll satisfy our industrial demand for a little while. Okay, let's take another look at the traffic situation. It's actually okay now. The biggest issue now is this. This section right here has kind of become the main catch-all for everything. How shall we approach that? I think we take out the stoplights. We set right-of-way here and make these guys yield. And the only other thing I'm thinking maybe we do here is prevent left turns from here. So we'll connect that to that, and we'll connect this to this. And if you want to turn left, so my only issue now is if you're literally coming from this building, you have to leave town to turn around. Which building is this? Drugstore. I'm going to de-zone it. It's kind of in a weird spot anyway, so let's just de-zone the drugstore. Everybody else should be fine. And these guys have right-of-way, so is this moving along well enough? Seems to be clearing out pretty good. Okay. I'm feeling pretty happy with the traffic solution so far. We don't have any serious blockages. We got a fire. Let's see, where is our fire truck? There it is. How is our fire coverage? I haven't really paid it much attention. This is actually really close to the fire department. So no issues there. See, no damage. They put it out competently and quickly. Our next step for traffic management is simply going to be public transit. It's that simple. It's getting very close to the time where we need to start putting some buses in here. This stuff right here, that's some pretty nice housing. They're probably really happy to be living there. I wonder if I could do like a small city park there. Oh, see this is happening again. This is full. This isn't. I'm just a little unclear on how this is supposed to work. We're making money. I mean, that's good, right? We're definitely making money. So no issues there. All of our demand is still high. And are we at 5,000 yet? We were kind of trying to get to 5,000 before the end of the episode. And if we're going to do that, we're going to have to put together some more residents. Distance too short? Seriously? That didn't seem too short to me. Okay. I'm thinking this might be enough. Let's zone it in and see what happens. No. I'm going to have to do some of these manually. Again, just trying to avoid the weird corners and oddly shaped developments. I'm happy to leave some of them empty for the sake of aesthetics. But this, for example, this is... heck yeah. And here as well. This is the kind of thing that we might convert to high density when that opportunity presents itself, which won't be too long now. Okay. Alright, and that should give us enough to hit that magical 5,000, which will allow us to build some high density stuff. I don't know if that unlocks offices too. That would be nice though. Let's take a look at our areas here. It's kind of sparse here and there, which is, you know, something I should work on. Those little gaps bug me. I mean, if I wanted some green there, it's nice that I could put some green there, but that's really not how urban development works, is it? That parking lot. Maybe I'll put down a parking garage there. That might be an appropriate place for one. 4937, 4938. $49.45. We're getting there. We're getting there. Now that you mention it, actually removing some of this stuff isn't a bad idea either. Although perhaps not that bit. 4980! 4982! Just need a few more residents. And probably a little more water up here. That's zoned, right? Yeah, this is all zoned. A lot of people using the park. And hey, check it out, our first tourists. 5,000! Wait, do I not get something for 5,000? 5,500. Ah, poop! Ah, poop! Poopity poop poop. Alright, we need another 500. Unfortunately, that's going to have to wait until the next episode, because this is going to do it for today. Let's go have a look at the Walkabouts cam, and remember, folks, leave a comment under the video if there's anything you'd like to see me build. I'm especially interested in interesting mods and assets that you think I should add to the game. And please do like and subscribe, because I love you and I want to know that you love me too. Aw, isn't that sweet? Yeah, that's it. Sweet. Okay, folks, take it easy. Thanks for watching.